Hello, one and all, and welcome back to another thrilling and very special episode of Off the Dome. I'm your humble interviewer, Jordan Brown, and with me, for the very first time, is our humble interviewer. Say hi, humble interviewer. Hi, humble interviewer. You went slower this time. I did. Jordan, thank you so much. I'm so excited you're here. No, you. Hey, it's the 1 year anniversary of Off the Dome. Yeah, it's really exciting, right? I can't believe you did this. Well, I've got some questions for you, and I had Instagram write the questions. So that's good. I'm glad you didn't write the questions yourself. It would be weird if you wrote the questions yourself. Yeah. That would be too masturbatory, right? This, just the right level. Okay, are you ready for some questions? Hit it. Let's go. Okay, number one, favorite moment of the last year. Okay, favorite moment from the last year. That's really hard because there are a lot of them that are really, really cool. I think if we're talking Off the Dome exclusively, or are we talking like if we're talking Off the Dome exclusively, I think come on, just answer the question. I don't want to just be like this interview, like my interview with Abria, because like that feels unfair to everyone else that I've talked to. They're all so good, and I love every interview that I've gotten to do. So we'll pick something then that's Off the Dome tangentially. It's getting to do the actually live shows. Like, what an honor to be called out to like go to PAX East, go to PAX West, and sit in as a fact checker for one of them, moderate the other one. Like, truly so amazing. I'm so grateful and so blessed. Yeah, and I mean, the question was favorite moment of the last year, so I can't tell you what my favorite moment is technically because it is still upcoming. Ooh, a tease. Hey, what are you scared of? And is there anything that you overcame being scared of that you're grateful? I'm scared of so many things. I don't know. Things that I overcame that I was scared of. Yeah. Everybody that I talk to is pretty scary because they're so talented. So fair. Talking to them, that's not a great answer. But I'm grateful that having this idea was scary. Thinking that it would work was also scary. Seeing that it is, not like that this is not like replaced my day job by any stretch of the imagination, but seeing how much it has grown in the last year is really rewarding. And I'm glad that I didn't just like sit on it. That's great. How about your favorite Dimension 20 PC ever? Oh, it's an easy one. She's on the wall. Oh my gosh, I pointed the right direction. I genuinely can't believe I did it. Sundry Sydney. Number one with a bullet, baby. Like that's why she's there. Emily Axford Supremacy in this house forever and ever and ever. And Sundry Sydney is my favorite of her PCs. It is my favorite season of Dimension 20. It's just perfection. I'm gonna agree with you. Am I pointing the right way? I also think so. We have very similar tastes. Yeah, good tastes. What was the interview you were most nervous for? Do you still get most nervous? There are two that jump out. So, Abria, the first Abria interview, I was really nervous because I really wanted her to think I was cool. Which if you go back and you watch that interview, you will see me swear so much more than I do in any other interview. It's not like I don't swear ever in other interviews, but like this interview in particular, I was like, oh, I'm going to drop F-bombs so that Abria knows I'm cool. Like fully regress to high school Jordan. It's not great. And then like the beautiful moment in that interview is it starts right away with Abria going, Jordan Brown, and then explaining like our blood feud. And it's like instantly the nerves are gone. We're settled. We're good. I'm still desperately trying to impress her and for her to like think I'm cool, but like nerves are settled and we're good. The other one is Sam Reich, of course. Like that one I was so nervous for because, I desperately want to make people laugh. Like that is the whole basis of my personality. Like that is me to the core. I had the same thing when I first interviewed Vic. I was like, oh, I hope I can make Vic laugh. And I did. Vic is a delight and a pretty easy laugh to get. But yeah, the Sam interview, I was also super nervous for because I was like, I want this to go well because this feels like a really important benchmark for Off the Dome. Like this feels like I'm legit now. And so, interviewing Sam, was great. And the same kind of thing. Like I wanted to get him a laugh, and a huge laugh right out of the gate. And I was like, great. And like nerves were settled. I was good to go. But yeah, do you still get nervous? 1,000,000%. Yeah. Every interview I'm at least a little bit nervous for that something will happen that I'm not prepared for. You've all seen my notes. They're a nightmare. I don't want anyone to ever walk away feeling like I've wasted their time. And I'm always afraid that they're going to walk away and be like, yeah, that was fine. And then if like the interview doesn't do well on the algorithms, I'm like, oh, but now they're going to think I'm just a waste of time. I'm an imposter. Oh no. But yeah, I think I still get nervous, but it is less. It is certainly less than because I feel like I've prepared and gotten better over the course of the last year. Amazing. How's Parker? Does he need more stickers? Does Parker need more stickers? Yeah. Parker universally needs more stickers. 100%. Also, he's the absolute best thing in the world. He's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I adore him with every ounce of my being. Of course. How could you not? I wish I could show you how cute he is. He's the cutest thing in the world. Truly so agree. If you had to be turned into an inanimate object, what would it be? I don't want to be an inanimate object. Is that an answer? No. Okay. All right. If I have to be an inanimate object, you do. What if? Oh, you know what? One of the D20s that Allie Beardsley rolls that gets a nat 20. I want to be in the box of doom as Allie Beardsley looks dead into the camera and says, I don't think you heard me. I said blimey, and chucks a nat 20 in. Like that's what I want. That if I am an inanimate object, that's a hard one. That is where I'd go. It's a hard phrase to say. Yeah. Do you have one that you would want to be? I think same as you. I think a D20. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah. Dream guests that you want. I have not been shy about dream guest for Off the Dome. It's Emily Axford. Look, she's the number one always. Like I offered a $1,000 bounty to a charity of a person's choice if they could secure an interview with her. I have asked her to her face if we would do an interview. It was after a live show, so I'm sure that's gone from her immediately. I'm not in any way saying that she wouldn't do one, but like she's not online, so she doesn't know who I am. Yeah. Which is fair. And, I understand. I understand why it's difficult to get an Emily Axford interview, but that is absolutely the number one dream guest. Love it. What's been your favorite answer to a question? Oh, boy. My favorite answer to a question? Yeah. I have one. I don't know if it's a question. I'm going to say it might be a statement. So in the second Vic Michaelis interview, I told Vic about a comment that was left on the first Vic Michaelis interview where someone was like, this is like watching two people become their best friends. And I'm going to say, without any memory of whether or not, I'm going to say, how do you feel about that was the question I asked. And so that counts. I don't think I actually did. But Vic then said, it was like watching one person discover that because I already knew, or something to that effect. And yeah, that's a special one. Amazing. I love that so much. Do you have any favorite interview moments? Of course I have favorite interview moments. That one, obviously the Vic one is really special. There's so many that are so great. So many of them that I walked away from the interview feeling like I was now friends with that person. And I know that's deeply parasocial and weird. In some cases, it has come true, though. Like I'm genuinely friends with some of the people that I have interviewed. And that's my dog barking. Apologies. But yeah, I think it is. Oh, man. That Vic moment is really special. I'm trying to think of like other moments, but I think it is the genuine friendships that I seem to be building out of this space. It's such an honor and a joy and a treat. Delightful. Who's at the top of your list to interview that folks might not expect? Oh, this is a good one because this is probably unexpected for a lot of people. It's Jon Hamm. Jon Hamm is my dream guest that no one would ever expect me to want. I'm from St. Louis. I think you know that. I do. Yeah. And so Jon Hamm was on Jimmy Kimmel once, and he was they did a pizza taste test, and Jimmy Kimmel had like fresh mozzarella, fresh basil, all the things on his pizza, and John Hamm had a frozen pizza that had been flown across the country and obviously baked, but an Emo's pizza, which is a St. Louis specialty that is like paper thin crust, and it has Provel cheese on it, not provolone. Don't be confused. It's
very
Provel
important.
cheese.
Exactly.
And he takes a bite at like Jimmy's pizza and he's like, it's good. And he takes a bite of the Provel pizza, which again, if you're not from St. Louis, I don't know anyone who doesn't hate it. Right? Like everyone hates this pizza if you didn't grow up with it. I grew up with it. I love it so much. And he takes a bite and he says, tastes like 11 World Series championships. And baby, that's it. That's the energy I want. That's the energy I want to have in life. Also, John Hamm. Ooh, he's a handsome man. Get all day, every day. That's my number. That's my number one.
Sense to me. John Hamm,
so handsome. I love it. Final question: favorite NPC of Worlds Beyond Number so far? Ooh, okay. Favorite Worlds Beyond Number NPC. I'm gonna cheat again, and I'm gonna say the Coven of Witches because WitchCon was. Listening to WitchCon, I paused the episodes regularly because I was like, okay, how can I make this a part of the world that I have built, the game that I have played? How do I make this Coven of Witches? Like, I want Hakeya there. I want Indri there. I want Grimoire there. I want Melora there. Not Melora. I keep saying Melora. That's from
NADPOD.
Yes, from NADPOD. Thank you. That's
Marara.
Yes. Marara. Thank you. Yeah. So I want all of those people there, and like that collection was so good. So good and so right. But I mean, to keep my friendship with like Abria and Erica going, I'll say Will Gallows. Will Gallows is the correct answer.
I love that.
Thank you so much for your time. This has been so.
That's it.
That's great. This has been absolutely delightful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Stop.
You. Thank you to everyone who has watched this over the last year. Jordan, I appreciate your time.
I appreciate your time.
I appreciate everyone who has joined in this community. I'm so excited for you to see what is in store. Huge things coming that are really, really exciting. I can't wait for you to see more.
Can't wait. I love that so much. I don't know how to end an interview, so I'm going to hit
stop recording.
Bye.